rolling green hills, life moved at a pace dictated by the sun and the seasons. Four lifelong friends, Lila, Arun, Mira, and Sita, gathered every week on a wooden bench near their childhood homes. This bench was more than just a seat. It was a witness to their laughter, dreams, and secrets. Today was special. Arun, who had moved to the city to pursue his dreams of becoming a teacher, had returned after 3 years. The village hadn't changed much, but his friends had. Lila, once shy and reserved, now led the village women in farming initiatives. Mira had discovered her love for storytelling, captivating the children with tales of courage and magic. Sita, always the adventurer, had started exploring nearby hills to map uncharted trails. As they sat together, birds flew overhead, and the sound of distant streams filled the air. Arun shared stories of bustling city life, while his friends narrated how the village had blossomed with new traditions and ideas. They spoke of how the old ways and the new could coexist, weaving a tapestry of modernity and heritage. The bench creaked under their weight, but it held steady, much like their friendship. Each of them realized how precious these moments were, a reminder that no matter where life took them, their bond would remain as strong and unyielding as the roots of the ancient trees surrounding their village. As the sun dipped below the horizon, they made a promise to never let time or distance erode what they had. They would always find their way back to this bench, their shared anchor in a changing world. As the sun dipped below the hills, casting a golden glow over the village, Arun pulled out a small cloth bundle from his bag. He unwrapped it carefully, revealing a set of brightly colored scarves he had brought back from the city. "These are for all of you," he said, handing each friend a scarf. "The city taught me many things, but it also reminded me how important it is to carry a piece of home wherever you go. These scarves, they're to remind us of this moment and our promise." Mira draped the scarf over her shoulders and smiled. "You've always been the sentimental one, Arun. But I love it. Every time I wear this, I'll think of us here." Sita tied hers around her wrist like a badge of honor. "This will be my symbol of adventure. Wherever I go, I'll take you all with me." Lila, ever practical, folded her scarf neatly and tucked it into her bag. "This will be my reminder that no matter how much work there is to be done, I need to make time for the people who matter." As night fell, the four friends sat in the growing darkness, the distant sounds of crickets and rustling leaves filling the silence. Arun looked at the stars, now glittering above them like tiny lanterns. "You know," he began, "I used to think the city had everything, the lights, the opportunities, the excitement. But looking at the stars tonight, I realized that no place will ever feel like home unless it's shared with people you love." The others nodded in agreement. It wasn't just the bench, the scarves, or the village. It was their connection that made everything meaningful. Before parting for the night, Mira suggested something that sparked excitement among the group. "Let's write a story together," she said. "Not just any story, but our story. Each time we meet, we'll add a chapter about our lives, our dreams, and the adventures we'll have. And one day, when we're old and gray, we'll sit here and read it together." Arun laughed. "You and your stories, Mira. But I like the idea. Let's do it." The four friends sealed the promise with a handshake under the starlit sky. They knew that life would continue to take them on separate journeys, but the story they would weave together would forever be their bridge back to each other. That night, as they each returned to their homes, the scarves became more than gifts. They became symbols of an unbreakable bond and a future full of shared memories yet to be written.